I'm sure there are other heroes that are better. Because the fact that he doesn't push that well, the fact that Ursa doesn't scale that well is a big concern.
Potato. Oh, somehow finding a little sneaky spot to reapply the invis.
I had no idea that was a spot for that.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I bet in some trouble here, getting slowed up by the orb. He's already got the tree grab. I don't know if that's necessarily going to help him. Is there going to be another stun soon? I don't know if they're even really going to need it. Paladin trying for the desperate body block. Abed turning around. They're going to get some damage down. Lumic is going to get burned out, it looks like. So it's a 1-for-1, but Execration.
Range hero. But should be fine here. Not going to take too much damage.
Is Darkseer like the last hero left where you don't just steal the wave in the off lane? I mean, the Darkseer. I've even seen people do it as Darkseer, but this is the kind of the standard start. Lots of damage getting traded out, but Nando's actually the one taking the majority of the hurt. DJ trying to find him. He's got the salve! The dual breath is doing so much work. Ohio's going to be brought down. Nando has a stun in 3 seconds time. He just has to survive until then. DJ's not going to give him the opportunity. Lays into him with the... Well, it's not the briefcase this time around. He's actually just... He's running in perhaps a little bit too far. Nando's already respawned, and if he gets in range with the magic missile, I think that might be the end of DJ here. Yeah, there's the magic missile. Dual breath. Still another couple of seconds. But there you go. We got something's happening at mid, but we don't have any opportunity to look over there since it's just mana and damage being traded everywhere at bottom. Ohio still has the surge, so feeling somewhat confident, but the magic missile is available, and Nando might just throw it out now. That's going to waste him with his surge duration. The ice pad gets dodged. He steps around. The sleep comes through. Will the right clicks do it? Nando's tanking all of the ion shells. Raging Potato manages to go invis, just barely surviving. DJ punching through. This bottom lane has been just absolute chaos. We've already got... It might be quite dead here on mid. The Janata is up. Carl needs to be a little bit careful, and the Shadow Strike is actually on cooldown for 2 more seconds. 1 second. Pilot Eye coming in with the sleep. I'll be getting slowed up. As soon as he wakes up, Carl might be able to go and finish this off. I think he's going to throw out the dagger.
No.
That might just be enough damage. Pilot Eye is probably going to deny him if he needs it. Can Raging Potato finish it? Ooh, he wants it. He's going to get it. Raging Potato with the place. I think he's going to trade his life, but still, that was so worth.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Away with it too, if not for the meddling TP scrolls. Oh, Raging Potato coming in behind here. What's going to end up happening? Carl's tanking some more harassment. A lot of harassment, in fact. Arcane rune up on this Bane.
Oh, that's a kill.
Yeah, this should be a kill. They've got the Avatar, so they're going to give it to Abed. He won't be able to grab it. Actually, Pi finishing
something to start blocking them toss damage. It's just simply too much.
Yeah, like maybe you have to go bottle. Maybe you have to buy some more salves. Bane gonna tank some damage here. Pilot Eye wants to try and tango his way through, but there is way too much damage. He's already slowed down by the gush. That's gonna be the last hit from Yaj. Envy gonna start laying into Lumic instead. Wants to kill the Jakiro. There is gonna be an ice path and a dual breath, slowing up Envy a little bit. Lumic still playing around his Tidehunter, knows that there's a gush coming up soon, but they will still finish him off. The Thunderclap a little bit too low of a cooldown. And looks like maybe Tide also in a bit of trouble. Earth Shock, there you go.
Oh god.
Along with the stomp, Envy gonna get in front of him, waits for the overpower. This is really nicely played by Fnatic. And one more auto attack's gonna do it.
Would have made the kills actually impossible on the Tide itself.
Oh, Ohio gonna get swapped back into the lane, immediately switches directions. Was somewhat anticipating it, looks like. And he's gonna be okay. Nice reactions. You know, as the sleep on Carl, he's just gonna get brain sap down.
Snake is such a hard thing to lane against as a melee hero. And then during the mid game, you have Stone Gaze.
Alright, they want to hire, they're going to swap him into the ice path, stacking their stuns a little bit. Nightmare helping to save, but he's going to be brought down. DJ thinking about continuing the pursuit here. Nando taking some damage, but he is still fairly tanky on this Ven. Gets out another stun, the dual breath coming through, the brain sap is going to finish that kill, and Raging Potato also brought down. They make it into a 2-for-2, and now Pylai Die. He's got the Fiend's Grip. Can he get a grip into a brain sap? I think he might actually be able to. The brain sap's cooling down. He's stealing the mana little by little.
Oh,
Lumic's got the wand charges, however, and he'll be okay. In the distance, he might actually just be able to run it off, which would be pretty embarrassing. They could swap him as well. Raging Potato, gonna slow him down. Alright, maybe swap into Ravage coming up. Oh, they swapped the Bounty Hunter into the stun. Now they've got the Ravage. He pops the Enrage, but no way to escape. Turns around a little bit. Highlight Eye coming through, but no. Nando's still looking pretty survivable. I do get the sleep out onto a couple. Abed now coming through. Does have a big Avatos combo. Tied dead before he even hits the ground. End up being yet another 1-for-1. 10. We were at 10-10. 10 for 10. Lots of action all across the map. And they still want this Vengeful Spirit. DJ making the plays with the Stomp. He's still quite tanky, but Raging Potato, all he can really do is watch on as his Vengeful Spirit will get finished off. Oh, and Ohio tanks a Sonic Wave. Looks like he might take it. Very important for Quap that you're kind of getting a kill every single time Sonic Wave is off cooldown. So back to buying clarities and farming camps for him. Oh, DJ, gonna be the first track kill of the game. It looks like he's actually pretty fast though. Gonna go after the Stomp. No, no such luck. Just gets Anchor Radiant Siege creeps. Why not?
Oh, that truck! Surge at him. Run at him.
And Lumik's fairly tanky. There's the Macropie getting thrown. It's not really going to do anything. They do have the Chain Stun. Surge still on cooldown. He's going to throw the Vacuum out. Ohio just wants his kill before he ends up being track fodder. Carl also coming in. He's not going to be the one to get the last hit. Still a nice track kill, but like the silence is annoying for Ursa to deal with. Kind of. Because you can't enrage at that point, and he's actually relatively squishy without being able to enrage and keep himself alive. Raging Potato going to get dusted up here, but they aren't able to get any catch on him. Down bottom, Nando just getting charged down by DJ and Ohio.
Gold for my forward.
Dire's courier has been killed. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I guess to me it's not really about timing, it's more about the way of play. I'll talk about that later. DJ trying to escape and looks like he is going to get brought down. This is what they need to be constant
off. No, there's the sleep. They do have Tidehunter coming across, but it's actually the Bounty who looks like he might now be able to finish off Pi. That's going to be a nice track kill. Uses Avalanche off and actually able to just blink himself out. Surprised that the Vessel Tick did not cancel there. Envy tracked. They're stealing some Ancients, but that's pretty much the limit of what they're accomplishing here. And Envy comfortable jumping in. He does have the Aegis in reserve, so he's just going to go onto the Tide, vacuum back into the wall, slowing them down a little bit more. Nando still has the swap, still has the Force Staff. Tide going to try for the Ravage, but he just gets chewed up by the Enrage right click. And now they've got the Earth Splitter flying through. Looks like they will end up losing Envy's first life. Abed's on the sidelines trying to find Raging Potato. Won't be able to do it. Lumik does not have an Ice Path, so it just has to be the Dual Breath. It won't be able to cancel Envy's Blink. He does get swapped back into the Orchid, but he rejoins his team, getting nightmared up. Lumik's now in big trouble. He's going to get stomped down. It looks like Carl does manage to blink away. Nando might not be quite so lucky, getting spotted by the ward. Pi placing it around the corner, goes straight into the Fiend's grip, finishes him off, and Fnatic just running them down. I don't know, Execration sticking around a little bit too long in this fight.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
Yeah, the Ursa ultimate doubles your fairy swipe, so all of a sudden it went from not too much to a ton.
Yeah. And Avatos combo straight into a Fiend's Grip. Abed finding yet another kill. Unstoppable streak for him. Important as Tiny to keep Execration afraid. And they've done such a good job of dragging Execration non-stop to this bottom side of the map. Oh, they got the root over under the Queen of Pain, straight into the sleep. Straight into the Earth Split. Alright. They're moving forward. They're standing on top of the shrine. They're going to force staff in and get the Ravage out onto 3. Actually catching 4 just on the edge. Ice Path follow-up. But there's the vacuum into the wall, into the center stomp. Ohio's got the combo. The Sonic Wave coming through. Ohio's gone. They aren't able to get onto the shrine. Envy's bursted down. Pylai finally throwing out the grip, but he's just getting right-click death. Looks like it will be yet another track kill. Lumic did lose his life in the midst of this fight, but it's looking great for Execration. Abed gets the toss-up into the air. Blinks underneath the Quap. DJ, does he have a similar escape? Juking his way through the trees, but does get stunned up by the Vengeful Spirit. The magic missile should be enough. Triple kill for Carl. Nando tanky enough to survive the for the Ursa. Oh, maybe hold that thought.
Yeah,
Envy's in the pit, getting scouted, getting tracked. Does have the enrage. Roshan not helping all that much either. Gonna throw out a bash there. Roshan definitely playing for Execration. They are going to be able to jump in. They burst down the Bounty Hunter. Oh, actually not just yet. The vacuum there is getting forced out. He's not dead. Just okay. Finally finished off. They sleep up the Tide. Macropyre splitting up the fight a little bit. Another sleep on the Tide Hunter. Toss back onto Nando into the grip. But that immediately gets cancelled. Good positioning from Carl, but maybe this is a little bit too far. One more auto attack from Envy's going to do it. He pops everything, but they do manage to finish off the Quap. Tide taking damage, still 25 seconds to go on the Ravage, and Abed still moving around, finding these Avatos combos. Raging Potato jumping in really deep. Another nice Force Staff play, gets him up onto the high ground, but now they've got the root over under the Jakiro. Is the Force Staff going to be enough to save Lubick? Abed once again surged up. Envy chasing forward. I don't think the track move speed is going to be enough to get Nando out of here. He's desperate for a swap. He heads a little bit further over, but that's just right into the rest of the Fnatic lineup. Abed and I think Abed making some really big plays that fight. He forcing that if he tries to sit there and auto attack, he is going to fall to the same fate as the Ursa, which is just getting kited around. So it's just kind of using Envy to enable his positioning. They're going on to Yacht here. He's going to get slept up. He managed to get off the Ravage, but it's just a defensive one. Abed now jumping in once again with the Avatos combo. Envy surviving, and they've got the wave pushing in bottom. Execration completely asleep at the wheel. No Ravage available, and I think this might just be a clean lane of racks. They're going to throw out the Macropyre. It clears the wave for a little bit. But what can they do at this point? Another Avatos combo. Abed throwing back Raging Potato. Will be able to force staff himself out of there. Tiny in a little bit of danger. Doesn't have the cheese. Carl able to blink himself away, but he gets swapped back in by his teammate. Oh no, Nando. Just killing off the Quap. She's dead for 70 seconds. The tier 2 taking damage. They do have the backdoor protection enabled once again, but Abed is going crazy with the tossbacks. Now they've got the root onto Lumic. Only 2 force stabs to get him out of there. That's going to be enough, but it's all left to the 2 supports to try and salvage this game, and they just cannot do it. What is going on? Everybody's spamming chat wheel. Envy's diving fountain.
And oh jeez, okay.
All right. Well, is that?
But there's no hurry for them to, like, actually get the other lanes of racks. They could just wait for the next rush.
Yeah, or they could just kill the Tide here potentially. Quap respawning soon. Still a little bit to the Ravage. They're just moving Tide around, vacuuming him back. Envy still wants this kill. Maybe diving a little bit too far. Does have his BKB. Turns back around. Looks towards Nando. No Hurricane Pike available. Will be able to swap himself back onto Lumic. Envy. BKB just about to wear out. He does get silenced up. Doesn't have the enrage. Sonic Wave's going to finish him off. Pylai unable to make anything happen with a Nightmare save. Just turns back around, offers himself up, but they're not done. They continue pursuit. DJ still tracked up. Gonna lay down the Earth Splitter just in case of a further chase. It does actually drag Carl back in, and Abed happy to slap him down, punishing the Queen of Pain for being a little bit too far forward. Raging Potato for staffing himself up. They still want this DJ kill. Abed once again thinks about re-engaging, but maybe deciding better of it. He still has his BKB. It's a full 10-second one ready to go. It's just Tide and the Bounty Hunter. They will now get a little bit of re-engage out of the Vengeful Spirit coming in, packing a double damage. Ohio fairly tanky. They're going to focus on the softest targets first, going for DJ. He's still surviving the vacuum into the wall. They're getting some bonus damage. Abed just laying through with the right clicks. Doesn't have to play hit and run tactics this time around. But they don't actually get any further kills. Raging Potato still chasing Ohio, who's trying to fight on top of his wall. It's 4v1. The illusion's helping him out somewhat, but he's dead. More track kills for Execration. Alright. First somebody kind of quickly with the macro pyre, but I don't think that's what you're buying it for, right? I think it's mostly the... Oh, nice little courier snipe. He blades him. I guess it's like mostly just the Bane spells, right? That you're blocking. Oh, crop. Oh, no. Smoke is broken. Avatar's coming in. The Ravage counter initiation. They've got the Ice Path as well. BKB's gonna get popped in a second. Looks like Nando should get chewed down. No, they've got the fourth death. He will get gripped up. Can they finally finish this kill? They will be able to. Highlight Eye just getting right clicked down by Carl. Sonic Wave's already been used. They will lose the Bounty Hunter as well. No. Able to E-Blade himself up. Lumix still going hard with these Ice Paths. Abed jumping in once again with an Avatar's combo, but Carl's tanky enough to survive this time around. They did pop a buyback on Nando, able to re-engage into this fight. Tiny now silenced. Wants to finish this kill on Carl. Knows that he's probably not getting out of here alive. Carl picking up the double kill.
Your BKBs. If you get double Ravage and it's a chain stun, it's looking really bad. Howling was pressuring as well.
Yeah. They lose the tier 3. Wants a tier 3 at the very least. They might back off if the buyback happens just to go and take the shrines, but they want this buyback. Envy, it is an exposed lane of Rax over its top. They're going to swap in the Darkseer straight into the Hex. The Ravage is now coming out. No counter initiation possible. Second Ravage not even going to be needed as they find 3 kills. Buyback from the Elder Titan. They're just going straight for the tier 4s.
Oh my god.
Envy, what is he able to do? Is he even coming back just yet? He's not. He's actually just focusing on the Rax. Who can they defend with? They do have the sleep. Envy now making his return, but it's only 3 heroes alive versus 5. And they've got the secondary Ravage. They're just going straight for the Ancient. They hex up onto Envy. Now there's the Ravage coming out. Epa can't do anything. He pops his BKB, but Execration going straight for the jugular. Envy is going to be able to focus onto the bench, but she's still got a cheese. She's still got her butterfly working for her. They get the fear onto DJ. He gets right click down. Carl is going straight through the Ancient, and the G gets called at the last moment, but Execration, excellent decision making at the end there.